guys, Gary on your screen here. So I got a chance to watch Wonder Woman 1984. I can't really go to the theaters now because of COVID, and where I live, there is no HBO Max. But lucky for me, I paid $30 to watch it on Amazon Prime. It's taken about 6 months for this film to finally be released due to 4 months delays because of the coronavirus. So there's been talk of superhero fatigue for the last couple of years, and with some of these films I can definitely see it coming. But when you watch films like this one, you really hope fatigue doesn't happen anytime soon. It's not to say this is a completely fresh superhero film, but its tone and style feels so different in how there's a bit of freedom with character development. In the first one, it was slightly tighter, and it was an ambitious but straightforward origin tale. During a robbery at a mall's jewelry store, we find that it's a front for a rare historical artifact. The artifacts are then brought to the Smithsonian for research and identification. One of these artifacts is the basis for the story. It's the focus of some miraculous transformation and appearances, and that's when Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, appears back in Diana's life. It has some fun moments when he comes back, with the rediscovering of the new world, but most of it is nothing we haven't seen before. On top of that, we pretty much saw it all in the trailer, but these scenes are still really enjoyable anyways. Their lack of romance in the first installment comes full throttle in Wonder Woman 1984. And there are some touching and wonderful moments between them, especially a scene on the 4th of July. But these moments speed by even with the 2.5-hour runtime. Maxwell Lord, I've mentioned him before in some of my other Superman reviews. He makes his film debut. I don't know a lot about him, only what I've seen on the small screen, but I pictured him as much more of an intelligent, superior personality, much like Lex Luthor. But he's a bit of a sleazeball, a bit of a conman, much like Jimmy McGill in Better Call Saul. He's pegged as much more of a loser than an intelligent business tycoon. Each of the main cast has made certain choices that alter their physical reality. More so with Barbara. As we know, she becomes the cheetah. She's actually pretty badass before the transformation, and she's made to be quite 1980s hot. It's a change for Kristen Wiig because her roles normally consist of her being a complete unattractive wreck. The action scenes are pretty good, nothing too extravagant, but the film did try and take its time on the story before the fighting starts. And there's a really neat scene in near the end. I honestly thought they would have stayed away from this to keep the film a little bit more grounded. But it was inspirational, and that's what I think the Wonder Woman films have, more than the rest or most of the DCU. The ability to feel wonder within a film. The music also plays a big part in how you feel inspired in the scene. It's the same music piece from the No Man's Land scene. There's also some nods to the other incarnations of Wonder Woman, and they changed them slightly just to fit for this universe. And finally, the villains aren't the greatest, and the way they are portrayed has been done before, no display with the Sony Marvel films. But it's not a bad thing. They are more relatable to us than average villains. They have insecurities, hopes, and dreams. Their plot is never really to take over or to necessarily destroy the world, but to be seen, heard, and respected as an equal. This is no means a perfect sequel. It is a highly entertaining popcorn flick with some heartfelt scenes, though it felt rushed in those scenes. Maybe there's a chance for a Jenkins cut that will explore more. But I can't help but wonder, after watching this film, why it's been so hard for Warner Brothers to greenlight another Superman sequel, starring Cavill. If they can make a sequel to Wonder Woman, who is virtually indestructible minus the impenetrable skin, I can't see why a Man of Steel film sequel is impossible. They focus quite a lot of Diana Prince and only a quarter of the film on Wonder Woman. And I feel something similar can be done with Cavill's Superman sequel. Bring on Superman solo films, Warner Brothers, come on! Wonder Woman 1984 is well recommended and well worth the $30 on Amazon or Shaw On Demand. Go see it safely, go stream it, but don't pirate it. Thanks for watching, and please share. If you agree or disagree, put a comment down below me.